Let's understand the difference between SAP ECC and the SAP S4HANA. I highlighted the three major differences that you need to understand about. Okay, let's highlight them and discuss a little bit together. First one, database. It's very important to understand that S4HANA is the application that runs the ERP, but the ERP reads the information in the database. The database now in the S4HANA is the HANA database. It also could be used in the old ECC, but the ECC you also would have options to choose. You could use Oracle, and you could also SQL. But now, with the SAP S4HANA, you only run in the HANA database. This optimizes the performance due to the fact that in memory capacity, all of the tables are really in the database. Kind of technical, but in the other words, it's a way that SAP uses to verticalize the product. Okay? Second important differentiation, user interface. For the ones who knows a little bit about the SAP ECC, before that blue screen that usually to run into transactions, that in the ECC. In S4, now it's everything on FIORI. It's much lighter, it's much clean, it's better to the final user. Okay? And for me, the third and most important one, it's the web browser application. In the ECC, you usually to have a laptop and a software installed to run SAP. Now, in the S4, everything is on cloud. It's a web browser application. You can also use mobile. You can approve POs, okay? And you can also take pictures and attach to documents. It's very important and it's very useful for any kind of business. Now, let's see the differentiation directly in the system. For the ones who know a little bit about this, we have the transaction that I can type here, ME23N, so I can see POs, right? Very important transaction in SAP, purchase orders, right? So here in the ECC, you start to see that we have, for example, radar structure, right? Item structure, that I can scroll to the right here, scroll to the left. You see that it's a kind of a lot of fields, a lot of information, a lot of tabs, right? If I go navigating through all of this here, right? I can see partners, I can see delivery invoices, all of this here in the PO, right? You see a bunch of fields here where I'm gonna be delivering the product. Also here, my historical performance, right? What has the other documents that has entered in the system. But now let's see here the FIORI, okay? FIORI is much more light. You see, I can also manipulate the data here on my main screen. You know, how I can divide my apps, reporting, master data, procurement, bank relationship, all of them, they stay here. And it's very easy to manipulate, okay? Pretty clean. But let's see the same document that I saw in before the ECC. Let's see here in monitor purchase order items, for example. Here, if I just give a go, I will give here currency, right? And you start to see very different from the ECC, right? We have here all of the documents, right? Being listed. I can also filter here correctly. If I want to search here by the PO, for example, here I have the PO. So I can see here that my PO has 3 items. I can also see here very different reports, right? I talk a lot about this in the course, but here is just to show the difference between SAP and S4HANA, okay? You can see here the structure much more light. You can see that it was designed to work also in mobile, right? Here I can see the documents. I have the goods receipt already done. I have the supplier invoice already created. Much easier, much cleaner, and can be used by mobile. Okay, I hope you have understand a little bit more. Let's brainstorm about SAP a little bit more in the next weeks.